town of Cheran, a town that was tired of the abuse from the cartels and the local police and the politicians. So they armed themselves and threw them away of the town, and now they're ruling themselves.
This is a very interesting story that captivates the minds of many people, and I think dissolves this notion that there would be total chaos if there was no government. There haven't been any homicides, kidnappings, and murders here for a very long time.
The government was really ruining the environment. They were doing a lot of logging that was just destroying the area. There was a lot of murders, a lot of extortion, a lot of kidnapping here. This area has been actually anarchist now for about 10 years.
When the uprising movement was taking place, there was a member of the uprising that was receiving any cartel member that was getting inside of the town. He was receiving them with sniper gunshots to repel them right from this same spot.
We just lived under fear. It was not just the group, our local government was working with them.
We
couldn't go out of town. We were besieged inside of the community. So we also had a lot of murder. So it really hurts to remember those times.
Me duele, ¿no? Recordar esa etapa.
Nobody had done anything, so that day a group of women started this whole thing. They stood up against a convoy.
The women were the head in stopping the loggers, the ones that were harming all of our Puripicha plateau. And men, women, and children got together. We didn't have any weapons to defend ourselves, but in any way we could, with sticks, machetes, and even rocks. That's how we could stop the loggers that harmed us so much.
We went out with machetes, low caliber guns, a couple of 22s. That's all we had in that moment. And well, it was hard acquiring the proper tools. And thank God everything is more peaceful over here.
All the community got together and they started kicking all the bad people here in Cheran. And they didn't let nobody come in here no more.
What we can see over here are the cars of the criminal loggers. The people during the uprising, they stopped the loggers, took them out of the cars, and then in their anger, they were beating the cars with machetes and sticks and whatever they had in their hands. And in their anger, they also burned them.
They went back to an ancient form of government, which nowadays we have. Ever since, I have felt much more secure. You can see our kids playing outside in the street. The feeling of being independent is priceless. It's one of the projects that the community has is to build its own economy. I guess one of the alternatives would be, cryptocurrency.
As you can see, the rangers are formed to take care of the flora, the fauna, of all of the resources from here, from Cheran.
Todos los recursos de aquí, de lo que es Cheran.
So normally they don't have any trouble, just some invaders from the other towns, but that's it, and they just take them out.
The surrounding communities know Cheran as a witchcraft town. They have a specific name. Xiquamis is the word, which means the witches. So normally they expected rains on May the 15th, which it was the exact day in which the rain arrived. But because of the deforesting that took place in the area, the rain was constantly delayed. Especially these past few years, the rain has been delaying, so they come over here and ask that stone over there for water and rain. And what they're telling me, every time they're in the need to do that, the water arrives. People in the community that dedicate their lives to spirituality, they come here to receive energy from the stars and the skies.
I have lived in other places. I have lived in Miami, North Carolina, in the States. I had never felt that safe. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
It's the common sense solution towards a lot of the problems that the world is facing right now. Whatever problem you're facing, it should be decided on a community level, not by someone sitting on top. When you have a local decentralized power network, people will care about the fellow people.